2 National Guardsmen were shot in a brazen ambush near the White House in Washington, D.C. Other guardsmen and law enforcement quickly subdued the lone suspect, preventing further violence. The suspect has been identified as Rahmanullah Lakanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan national who entered the U.S. in 2021 under the Biden administration's Afghanistan resettlement flights. He remains hospitalized and in custody, while authorities investigate his motive and any connections to extremist networks.
We're in the preliminary stages of this investigation. We will run down every single lead, every piece of evidence. This is the power of the U.S. government to invest at state, local, federal level. That is why this interagency group is standing behind us to assure America and the world that we will continue to keep us safe. Thankfully, we have Metropolitan Police Department, the National Guardsmen, federal agents, the Department of Justice, and the Attorney General willing to prosecute the mission and keep Americans safe.
Both guardsmen are in critical condition at local hospitals, while the suspect also received treatment for injuries sustained during the apprehension. Officials have confirmed no other suspects are involved, and law enforcement is reviewing video from the scene.
Approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the DC National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm and discharged it at the National Guard members. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody.
President Trump called the attack an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. He announced the mobilization of 500 additional troops to secure the capital and vowed swift justice for the perpetrators.
This heinous assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. America will never bend and never yield in the face of terror. I have directed the Department of War to mobilize an additional 500 troops to help protect our capital city.
U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance urged Americans to pray for the injured guardsmen and their families. He noted that while investigators are still determining the motive, the attack highlights risks faced by those serving on the front lines of national security.
And we're still learning everything. We still don't know the motive. There's a lot that we haven't yet figured out. But what we do know is that a couple of National Guardsmen were injured in the line of duty.
U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth praised the bravery of the Guardsmen and law enforcement for containing the attack. He emphasized that the federal response ensures the nation's capital remains secure and that terror will not deter America's resolve.
That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand.
Officials have confirmed the attack was targeted, and the suspect was quickly subdued by trained personnel. Authorities continue to review surveillance and are coordinating across federal, state, and local agencies to determine the full motive and prevent any future threats.